What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. This is episode 31 now on the series. In the last episode, we built this log flume right here, known as El Tronco. Now, I had to do a little bit of editing here, guys, to sort of figure out a different route for people to take, so I moved back the queue for El Tronco just a little bit and made the path much wider, but honestly, it doesn't seem to be helping all that much. So if you made it to the end of yesterday's episode, you may have heard me say that I want to start completely from scratch. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Episode 31 is going to mark a new beginning here on the series. And this park's not going anywhere. It's going to stay here for a long time. We'll go ahead and save it here just to prove it. And let's head back to the main menu. Now, the reason I really wanted to start a new park here is because the old one was just simply too easy. So we are going to be going with yet another challenge park here, and I think we're gonna be going with the deciduous park instead of the tropical like we did last time. Now, we did medium difficulty previously. I think I want to do hard. The only difference between hard and harder is pretty much everything is declining very quickly rather than just quickly, as well as guests would be harder to attract on the harder ones. So I think I'm ready to do hard. I don't know if I'm quite ready yet to do a harder level, but we're gonna go ahead and select hard there, and we're going to start a new park. All right, let's hit pause here really quick. So we got this group of people right at the front entrance about ready to come into the park. So we have to prepare ourselves for our first visitors here. I'm gonna set the lighting to stay at 10 a.m., kind of like what we did on the last one. And the paths on here, I wanna try to do all wood paths rather than in the last one we had this sort of red texture, but we can change the paths all the way back to here. Whereas on the other one, I think it stopped just before the bridge over the water. Now we'll have one main entrance for the time being. We can of course change that later on, but I want to split the park right down the sides. So we're gonna use a 33-foot wide path through here. We're gonna bring out, I guess let's go out about 3 squares here, and then probably about 3 in this direction as well. So when people first walk in, they have the choice of going left or they have the choice of going to the right. And I think we're gonna try to put 2 rides, one over here to the right and one over here to the left. That way we kind of evenly distribute the park a little bit. And then I think through the center we'll try to get maybe some shops and things like that. So we started with $2,000 in the bank. We're down to $1,300 now, almost 14, I guess, after just simply making a couple of paths. So for the ride exits here, since we're gonna have a ride over in the corner, I wanna try to separate both the entrance and the exit. So I think I'm gonna put the exit to this ride right here, and the entrance I'm going to put in the center right over here. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Put our entrance here and our exit path right over here in the center of that. So what this is gonna do is basically create a sort of rotation that the guests will go through. So right when they come in, whether they go left or right, if they go to the right and go into this ride, they'll enter here and then they'll exit in a different area of the park. Rather than entering and exiting on the same path, they'll at least be on somewhere different, and hopefully that'll lead them to new adventures. So I did install a couple of DLC, not very many. I think I only did 1 or 2 more than I already had. And to be honest, I don't even remember which DLC. I think it was the Adventure DLC and maybe the Classic rides, not the Vintage rides. I think I did the Classic rides. So we're gonna sort our rides here by the excitement level. And I think I wanna try to do something similar that we did on the last one. The reason we ended up using the Kamikaze, also known as Wild Blue, is because it fit a few more people than our other option, which was Swift Eagles at the time. So we have $1,300 and we can't put in a single one of these rides. We could do this carousel, but with an excitement level like that, I don't think that's gonna get very many visitors. So you guys know what that means. Of course, we're gonna have to get a loan. Now, I don't know whether I wanna do 10,000 or whether I wanna do 5,000. Since we are getting 2 rides, I think they're both about 2,500 bucks a piece. We'd already be at our $5,000 mark. But I think if we do 10,000, we'll be able to add more scenery, more decoration, hopefully some shops instead of just rides. So I think we're going to go with the $10,000 route with a 20% interest. Now, we're going to go ahead and only pay the minimum per month, which is $1,000 on this. But that gives us $11,000 to sort of play with here. Another thing that I did change, guys, I know while I was editing this drove me absolutely crazy, but I did change the interface size down just a little bit so it's not so big and in your face and won't get in the way of the game itself. So the two rides I want to do over here is the Rising Raptor and the Golden Eagle. I think we're going to do the Rising Raptor right over here, and we'll rotate this around so the exit will actually be right over here, and I'm going to place it kind of far away for now because I want to move it up close to the path as soon as we make that. So I'm going to put that there. Let's go back into rides here. Let's get the Golden Eagle. We'll rotate it around so the exit is over here, and we'll place it down in a similar spot just over there for now. Now, the first thing we're going to have to do here is start working on our queue path. Now, I wanted to do 13 feet wide. I think that's still a good idea, but realistically, people can fit on a 10-foot wide path without any issues. So if we wanted to save space, we could probably use 10 foot, but I think we're going to go 13 on this. We did that last time and it worked out pretty well. So for the queue path here, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm trying to do basically a half circle, a little bit more than a half circle, I suppose. But I think if we do that there, we'll go to use world axis here so we can move it around a little bit better. And I want to try to get it in the center of where this path aligns. So where this blue arrow is pointing right here, I'm trying to align that with the center of the entrance. So I think we need to go to the left just a tad. That looks pretty solid. I wish there was a grid for aligning rides. That would kind of be a little helpful. I think we're looking pretty solid there. So I'm going to go ahead and place that down. And of course, now the exit path that we made isn't going to line up with the exit. So I'm going to move it forward just slightly. So instead of locking into this spot here, it's going to lock into this spot. We'll place that down. And now we should be able to place the entrance and the exit. It seems to want to sort of lock into place there. So I think I'm going to drop that down here. And for the exit, I'm of course going to put it right behind the operator. And let's connect these two paths if we can. Doesn't really look like it's going to let us do that, which kind of sucks. So let's move our entrance to right there. Just do a straight shot. I think that'll look good. Now we have to do a similar thing over here on this side. So once again, we'll start with our entrance queue. We'll drag it over this way. Did we only go over one? Yes, we did. Okay, so we have a similar thing to what we have over here. And honestly, it looks pretty close. I was worried we weren't going to be able to match it as good as I would want to. Now I'm going to try to not use advanced move here and align this up as best as I can. Let's try right about there. I think that looks pretty solid. All the way around looks pretty even. So the goal here, guys, is to be able to put scenery on the inside circle here and just be able to duplicate it, copy and paste over into the other queue. Save a little bit of time that way. Let's do the entrance over here. We'll see if it likes to pop into anywhere. Right there seems to lock in. And the exit, once again, right behind the operator, right there. And let's get rid of this one. And there we go. We got two rides here already installed, ready to rock. So let's see. We have a prestige of 418 on the Rising Raptor. These don't really look like raptors, you guys. They kind of look like eagles. So they kind of look like a robot eagle, actually, with those eyes. So I'm going to name this thing Robo Eagle. And this one over here also has Robo Eagles on it, but it has the addition of this thing, these chairs, I guess. And this one's actually called Golden Eagle. So Golden Eagle's not bad, but odds are it's not going to be golden like it is now. So let's do Robo Eagle 2, Roman numeral for 2, and then we'll just add a Roman numeral over here for 1. Robo Eagle 1 and Robo Eagle 2 looking good. Okay, so now we can sort of mess with the ride operations. So I think half load's probably a good thing to start out on. I know if we do any load, it's just going to keep on going and it's not going to let anyone on. If we do a quarter load, I don't think it'll let enough people on. So let's stick with half load. We're going to remove the waiting time. We don't need a priority pass just yet, but I did leave plenty of space to add one later on one. We can stick one in the center circle here. And now we get to play with the ride colors. So you guys, I do have the actual number right here for each of the 2G colors, and I've already got them in the game right here. So we have the light blue, the highlighter yellow, and the pastel pink all ready to go. So I think for the main shaft of the ride, we're gonna go with the 2G blue. Ooh, for the actual spinner, I think we're gonna do white on that, and then we'll do highlighter yellow, and then we'll do pastel pink. And these lights should change color depending on what color the ride is, I think. I would love to find out. We'll find out here later on once I hit play, but we're going to outfit the operator with a similar look here. We'll do pink hat, yellow shirt, blue shorts, and actually white belt and shoes. Now for the song here, guys, you may know if you've ever made it to the end screen what the song is. It's called Getting Social. That's for a side project that I was working on a long time ago, but I did make that song on GarageBand, which is now our outro song. So I put it in the game here, and I think it's gonna work pretty well. We're not gonna use it on every ride, but we're definitely gonna use it on these two. Something cool with these rides too, you can increase the height, which does cost more money, of course, and will affect its EFN. I wish I knew what EFN was, guys. And the wear, the prestige, and the running costs, you can also decrease the height, putting money back in your pocket. I'm not gonna mess with that now. We can mess with that later on. So we got our colors, we got our min rider load figured out. I think this one is ready to rock here. We have a prestige of 418, divided by 35 would be 1194. Now I'm going to use the exact decimal place for this one, just so we can make, hopefully, a little bit more money than we would if we were to do like $11.50 or $12 or something like that. So Robo Eagle 1, good to go. Let's come over here to Robo Eagle 2. Prestige of 317 divided by 35 would be $9.05. So that's exactly what we're gonna charge, $9.05. Go into the colors here. I think we should just do the same thing that we did over on the other one. We'll do the teal main structure. Teal, it's light blue, it's not teal. The white spinner, we'll do yellow on the cars and pink on the chairs. Confirm that. And the operator colors, once again, we'll do pink hat, yellow shirt, blue shorts, and white belt and shoes. Once again, the song that we're gonna be using is the outro song for the channel at the volume completely maxed out, and we'll leave the min rider load at half, take off the waiting time, and we should be good to go on this one as well. So they do have the same sequence. Did I open this one? No, there we go. So we got both Robo Eagles open, ready for business. Now we have $6,200 left in the bank. We're obviously going to need to hire a mechanic to keep track of the rides. So if we go into staff here, let's drop ourselves in a mechanic. There we go. We have Santos Ellsworth. That's actually a pretty solid name. We're gonna keep his pay the same. He'll just be free roaming because the park's not very big yet. We are going to change the colors of his outfit just slightly. There we go, Santos, looking good, my dude. And now that we have a staff member, of course, we're going to have to add a staff building. So I think I'm gonna add a staff building right over here. I'm not gonna do any decoration around it just yet. We can tackle that later on. We'll get a path opening put down so we can sort of better align this thing, and we'll drop it down right there. That seems fairly straight, I think. It looks pretty good. It's close enough anyways. So now we have a staff building for our dude to rest in. It doesn't have a staff perk. Resilient to being overworked. Social club. I think we want rec room because he's going to be pretty tired here. Capacity 3, we're not going to have any other employees for the time being, so let's stick with that. Ooh, I said we're not going to have any other employees for the time being, but we could do proper shops or we could do vending machines. I've never messed around with only using vending machines at the start of the park. That might not be a terrible idea. Oh, and we'd save $100 if we went with the vending machine versus the Cosmic Cow Milkshakes proper store. Also, we'll have to get staff. We'll have to train the staff. We'll have to let them use the staff building. We definitely see a lot more cost if we were to go with a proper shop, whereas if we were to go with just a vending machine, I don't think it costs that much a month. Tell you what, let's go into here under edit building. We're gonna edit the building. We're not moving it, but I do want to use its grid section. So let's put down a cosmic milkshakes right here. Let's go into food shops. I'm gonna use the most popular ones that we found in the last one. So like Professor Worst, that was super popular. We're gonna drop that down going this direction. That way we don't have a big clump of people. Pizza Pen was not really that popular. Just Ribbon was pretty poppin'. Hot Dog Squad, I don't even think we had one of those. I can't really remember. Let's do a Just Ribbon over here. And lastly, I think we'll do a Cosmic Cow ice cream because we don't have any other drink vending machines just yet, but this should give us a pretty decent start. We're gonna go ahead and stop editing the building. Come over here to the Cosmic Cow milkshakes vending machine. We're gonna have to adjust all of our prices. I'm gonna up everything by $1. So we'll do $4.50 for the Moon Dust Vanilla, $4.50 for Solar Flare Strawberry, and $4.50 for the Green Goo Mint ice cream. That sounds yummy. All right, that one's looking good. Let's come over here to Just Ribbon. This must be like Japan or something, and they have warm vending machines because there's no microwave for people to put their stuff in. We'll do $4 for the steak sandwich, and for the XL steak sandwich, we'll do $5. Did we do price sync for this one? Yes, we did. Perfect. All right, Just Ribbon is good to go. Professor Worst, this one doesn't even show you what you're buying. That is a little scary, especially for a sausage vending machine. That's kind of strange. $4.50 for the brat, $4 for the currywurst, $5 for the Bockwurst. I don't even know what that is. And then the Metwurst, also don't know what that is. We'll do $4.50. Use price sync for those. And lastly here, our only drink vending machine, unless you count ice cream as a drink. The milk will be $3. Chocolate cosmic milk will be $3.50. And glowing cosmic milk, I would see a doctor if your milk is glowing. We'll do $4. Okay, now I'm going to try to add a little bit of scenery to hopefully improve the prestige of both of these rides here, and I'll see you guys here in a sec. Okay guys, I think we are finally ready to open the park. Now I did accidentally hit play, but luckily all 7 of these people made their way inside instead of turning right around. So let me walk you guys through what I did over here for the scenery. Now the adventure DLC that I added a ton of cool plants, more specifically a ton of cool palm trees and just sort of jungly items. So like this fern right here, that's another jungle item. This one, same thing. But take a look at these palm trees. Those look really cool. And also, we now have these tiny little palm trees, which are honestly kind of cute. I actually really like those. And then these much larger ones. I think these are called date palms. Yeah, date palm 1 and these are date palm 3. So if you guys want to use those in your own park, I highly recommend it. They look very, very cool. So the Q scenery rating now for both of these rides is 100%, which is great. And the prestige should have gone up, but just barely. So Robo Eagle 1 is now 418 divided by 35 would be 1194. I don't think that improved. It didn't. Great. We did all that Q scenery work for absolutely nothing. What about Robo Eagle 2? A 317? I think it was already 317. That'd be, yeah, 905. Okay, well maybe we should let it play out and hopefully something changes, but I do think we are finally ready to open the park. We still have $4,000 in the bank though, so that makes me wonder if maybe there's something else that we could add in here to hopefully get a little bit more traffic. Oh, a bathroom, duh. We need a bathroom, we need benches, we need trash bins. There's a couple more things that we can add. So we're gonna have 2 restroom blocks here, and we're gonna have to make a path that comes off of both sides here back to the main path. There we go. So that'll be our little restroom block section right there. That's actually pretty cool. I really, really like that. Now, of course, that we have a restroom block, we're gonna need a janitor. So we'll drop a single janitor down here. I don't I don't think we'll need to. We'll see how this guy performs. What's his name anyway? Douglas Holden. Wow, another normal name. That's really surprising. Normally we get some super weird ones. We're gonna change Douglas's outfit to all white Arathang. Dude, he is looking so fly, so godly right now. That looks awesome. And I don't think we need a security officer just yet. I think we'll be fine with just these 2 employees. And free roaming for the work roster should be just fine because there's really not very many places to roam. Now let's get back into scenery, go to path extras, and we are going to get some trash cans. So the trash can we used in the previous park is actually not available, which is kind of sad because I really did like those. We have these park bins or we have these park bins. Personally, I think I'm gonna go for these because they look pretty dang sweet. We're gonna change the colors to something a little bit more basic, something that'll go along with more, and I am going to place a trash can behind each vending machine. Of course, at the exit, we'll do 2 trash cans. We might as well do 2 trash cans over by the bathrooms as well, just for good measure. It's kind of a lot of trash cans all in one area. So let's do 2 to the left and to the right of the main entryway here. Now let's go into benches. I'm gonna do the same thing, same colorway anyways. We'll get a bench here and a bench here. We'll just do 2 benches on either side, or sorry, 1 bench on either side of the trash cans. And I think we are about ready to open this sucker up, dude. This is looking good, and we'll do 2 right there. All right, so we have plenty of seating, we have plenty of trash cans, we have a janitor, we have a mechanic to fix the rides. I'm kind of nervous. I hope we can do some good stuff here. We're down to $3,600 now in the bank, so I almost wonder if we should do a marketing campaign. I say we do it. I say we do all 3 of these. That'll put us $3,000 in the hole. They're $1,000 a pop. We'll turn off auto renew. We'll let it play out, and hopefully we can get some income back from this because we have a $10,000 loan that we're gonna have to pay off at some point. We're paying $1,000 a month, so with interest, with 20% interest, we're gonna be paying $13.3 thousand back. Oh God, this is nerve-wracking. We're hitting play, dude. I just want to see what happens. But it looks like our first group of people is coming over to Robo Eagle 1. I almost said Robo Dolphin 1 for some reason. Are they all gonna go in? No, this group of people did not want to go in. Robo Eagle 1 costs more than it should. Do we charge park entry? No, that's free. Huh, that's strange. 43% have said that it's so expensive. Well, let's do $11.50 then, I guess. And then let's just do $9 for this one. Okay, here comes some people though. I think our marketing is gonna pay off. We're only down to $3,000 right now. We have a pretty good guest happiness rating. So we got them a bathroom, we have a staff building, we have vending machines, we got plenty of space for people to roam, we have a ton of benches, we got 2 rides, we have, which are kind of the same, which is maybe a bad idea, I don't really know for sure, and then we have a decent amount of scenery. So I think this is gonna play out pretty well for us. All right, you guys, the park is starting to take off. So let me come over here, and I wanna see if you guys can hear the song that's gonna play. Oh, that's cool. Look at the lights, too. They blink 2G colors. That's actually really sweet. Yeah, you can hear it way better from up here. I'm definitely a fan of that. Looks like some people are walking over to check out the vending machines. Oh my God, dude, $1,400 in rides and tickets. We're still losing money on shops and facilities, but that's to be expected right as you open. Park management, we are losing $1,500. So our monthly profit is unfortunately -$400, but that is subject to change, boys. All right, let's make sure that our prestige hasn't changed on these. It has, dude. We haven't been charging enough for this. 530 divided by 35. I should have looked at that way closer. That'd be $15.14. So let's do $15 on Robo Eagle 1. What about Robo Eagle 2? That's a 444 now. That's not a great improvement. Divided by 35 would be 1268. So we could do 1250. Dang, dude. We missed out on a ton of money there. That's probably why we have so many people lining up for them too. We could have been in the green right now. We could have been making some profit. There we go, boys. We made $559 at the end of last month. Our park rating went down 27 points, which isn't a huge deal. And we have 8 monthly thefts. So with the theft results there, I think it's about time we add a security guard in here. And what better name to give him than Greg Goose? His name is Shad Hisu. There we go. Now his name is Greg Goose, and we of course gave him that black and white outfit that we love so much. Looking real godly out here, Greg. Okay, so with Greg in charge of security, I guess we should probably get a security office, don't you think? Well, let's see. What does the security office really do? Security staff with this perk will have better detection rates. We don't really need a security office just yet, so we'll just keep letting it play out here. Uh-oh, our first breakdown. Where's our mechanic? It's Robo Eagle 2. We're gonna grab our mechanic and move him over to the exit path, just so he's that much closer. There you go, dude. Go do your thing. Fix this thing up. We got people to impress here. We got pockets to empty. Our boy Santos putting in some work right here. Uh-oh. Robo Eagle 2 has broken down. All right, Santos, you gotta hurry up, my guy. You have got to hurry up here. Okay, totally glitched out there for a second. Moving ya. All right, Santos, you're going right over here to Robo Eagle 2. Fix that sucker up. If we move our mechanic around manually, we should be able to stay on top of things a little bit better and decrease some of the walking time throughout the park. All right, and it looks like quite a few people are leaving, so we are back to losing money again. We have $1,100 now, and that is quickly declining. Hopefully we can pick things back up, dude. I don't want all of these people to leave. It looks like pretty much everyone and their mom is leaving the park. A couple of people are staying in, which is good news, and it looks like we're starting to pick things back up a little bit and get back in the green. All right, guys, I do think I'm gonna wind things down here. If you made it to the end of this episode, then you are the exact person I want to let know about the 2G merch that will be coming as soon as we hit 500 subscribers here on the channel. So what I need from you guys is to let me know whether or not you would buy merch, t-shirts, hoodies, things like that, and what your sizes would be so I can make sure that I have enough to give out to you guys. So there will be a poll in the top right of the screen right about now. You can click on that, let me know what your size is, or feel free to just leave it down in the comments below. But I do think that is going to do it for this one, you guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.